guys, welcome to another What I Eat in a Day video. Today is going to be a work from home day where I'm just kind of editing for most of the day. So it's just going to be some very low effort, hopefully delicious, well-balanced, easy meals. I've already had breakfast today and I actually kind of changed things up, did something a little bit different, and I was inspired by a video that I saw on TikTok, which I will go ahead and put right here with the name of the creator. I made what she calls her summer breakfast cereal and it was really, really good. I started my day with water and coffee. I normally sip on a glass of water while the coffee is brewing just to rehydrate, and then I had a splash of pea milk in the coffee on this day. For this breakfast, it's gonna start with frozen blueberries, and this is great for summer because it's a cold breakfast and it's super fast. You pour over your plant milk of choice and it instantly kind of freezes. She likes to use chia seeds, so I use chia seeds, and she said that she always puts coconut in it, but I didn't have coconut, so I just went for some hemp seeds on top. Then granola. Any kind of vegan granola is good, but this one is a lemon pistachio granola and it is absolutely delicious. It's a little pricey, so I don't get it every time, but it is like luxury granola. Like, look how big those pieces are, and it just tastes like a cookie. It's really balanced and sweet. It kind of tastes like buttery and brown sugary. I absolutely love this granola, so I sprinkled that on top. She likes to use crunchy nut butter, which would have been so good, but I only had creamy, so I drizzled that on top, and this was beautiful and delicious and kind of like eating a smoothie bowl, but with way more texture and crunch. She recommends mixing it all up like this, and it was really good, really refreshing, and a similar flavor profile to a smoothie bowl, but just with way more crunch and variety. So in her recipe, she went for almond milk, and I love almond milk. I use it all the time. But for this breakfast, I really wanted to increase the protein just to make it a little bit more satiating and well-rounded. So I opted for a pea milk, or a soy milk would be a really great option as well. And I do that when I make oatmeal or cereal, anything like that. It's just a super easy swap that kind of boosts the nutrient content and makes it a little bit more satiating. Also, adding those nuts and seeds not only adds a really lovely texture, but it also increases the healthy fats, the fiber, the protein, and again, especially with chia seeds, you're getting those omega-3s, which is really great for your brain health. And the granola and the nut butter is really what makes this. And kind of tied the dish together and made it feel like a bowl of cereal and not just some berries with seeds on them, you know? So really, really recommend not skipping the granola. It's fun to eat, perfect for the summer months ahead. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what combos you come up with, and I will see you guys at lunchtime. I'm gonna get some editing done. I'm gonna be sitting at my desk for most of the day today, so I will see you a bit later on. I'm kind of in a snack plate kind of mood right now for lunch. I don't know, like that's just what sounds good to me. Something that I can kind of graze and have a little bit of everything. And I don't normally cook lunch. Like normally I just either have leftovers, I throw something together from what I've meal prepped and it takes like 2 seconds to assemble. But every once in a while, especially on a day where I'm editing and I'm sitting a lot, it is kind of nice to go into the kitchen and like do something just as sort of like a break. I kind of think of it as like a way of breaking up my day kind of. So I am gonna do a tiny bit of meal prep, but I don't want you to think that this is like how I make lunch every single day. You guys know from my videos, but so I'm gonna go make a snack plate and I'm gonna make some hummus. I really wanna make beet hummus. I have some beets that are pre-cooked and I'm just gonna make kind of a typical hummus and throw the beets in there and see what happens. I'm not really like following a recipe or anything, but I'll show you how I do it, how it goes. And then I've got some vegan feta and some crackers and stuff, so I'll put together a nice little snacky lunch. So I opted for white beans for this hummus. You could also do chickpeas, but you want to make sure that they're rinsed and drained pretty well. This is going to make them as mild tasting as possible and also rinse off some of the excess salt. Then I took 2 of these pre-steamed beets that I got at the grocery store. Usually I find these in the produce section. They're pre-cooked and they're really handy to have for hummus like this, but also just for salads. Sometimes I even throw them into smoothies. I think this is so convenient. Then I'm gonna add some tahini. This one is so velvety and smooth. You want one that's really runny like this and light in color. Then I used that same spoon just to do a spoonful of olive oil for creaminess, and I also did a few spoons of water. The water will help the hummus blend really nice and smoothly without having to add extra oil. Then I'm gonna add the lemon, which I think is a pretty key ingredient here. It makes it taste very fresh and it adds kind of a brightness and acidity that works really well with the more earthy ingredients. And then I used just classic hummus spices, garlic and cumin, and then some salt and pepper. I usually go a little bit easier on the salt and then I add more later on to taste. You really want the flavors to pop. If you taste this and it doesn't have that like pizzazz that you want it to, it's probably that it just needs a little bit more salt. So you can add a little bit in at a time until it tastes just right to you. So I put the leftovers in the fridge and I cut up some cucumber slices for dipping. What I love about this hummus is that it's super rich in antioxidants as well as fiber, healthy fats, and protein. So it's a great base. I use way more than just the 2 tablespoons measurement that's on like a store-bought label. I tend to go pretty heavy because that's the basis of my lunch. I sprinkled this with some vegan feta because having like a salty, creamy, tangy cheese like vegan feta or a cashew cheese is really nice with the sweetness and the earthiness of the beet. I added a couple of different crackers as well as these harvest snaps, which were nice, and some olives as well. So I had the cool, crunchy cucumbers, the really rich and salty olives, and then a couple of different cracker options for dipping, and it was a perfect combo. All right, I brought this to my desk because that's where I'm gonna be eating it, and I'm about to put Gilmore Girls on, maybe make some green tea. I think I have a good like jasmine tea, so I think I'm gonna do that. In my friend group, these pea crisps are very divisive. Some of us really, really like them. Others are just completely unimpressed. I like them. I really love beets and I really love cumin, and both of those ingredients are pretty earthy, but I like that the garlic and the lemon kind of balances it out. If you don't like cumin and you don't like beets, this definitely is not the recipe for you. But if you do, I think you guys will like this. I haven't tested this recipe, so I don't know if there's like a better version. I'm sure there is if I made it a few more times, and you may see it on the blog eventually, but I did write down what I did so that I could share it with you guys. So I will write down the unofficial beet hummus recipe in the description box below so you guys can check it out. Highly recommend doing it with the feta. That's really nice. And having an arrangement of like something fresh like the cucumbers and then some crispy salty crackers, really nice to kind of like bounce back and forth. This is literally exactly what I wanted. For a quick snack on this day, I just had a pear. This one was adorable because it actually had the leaf still on it, which you don't see very often at the grocery store, and it was so good, perfectly ripe and sweet. All right, I'm gonna wash my face and put on some very comfy sweatpants because I'm meeting my friend for a movie. We're gonna go see the Downton Abbey movie. I'm just laughing because I remember when I was a kid, the fun thing to do in our town was to go to the movies. So when I was a teenager, we would get so dressed up to go to the movies, and I would like plan my outfit with my friends, and I would spend so long on my makeup, and it was just, it felt so grown up and cool just to be able to like go to the movies. Mostly the fun part was just standing outside of the movies and talking to all my friends. Like, I don't even really think that we cared that much about the movie. It was more about like the independence and like feeling so dressed up, and it was just so fun. And I got so excited about what I was gonna wear to the movies. And now I still really love going to the movies, but it's such a different experience. Like, I'm gonna wash my face and put on sweatpants so that I'm as comfortable as I can possibly be. And now it's really cool too, because a lot of the movie theaters out here, you can order food, you can order drinks. There's one that I used to go to all the time in Westwood where they give you a complimentary blanket and popcorn, which was like amazing. So I feel like my movie going experience has really changed over the years. Now it's all about like comfort and creature comforts rather than like really glamming up. So I'm gonna go change into comfy clothes and I will take you guys to the movies with me. First stop of the night was Veggie Grill. I love Veggie Grill. It's a fully vegan, fast casual restaurant with a bunch of different locations in LA, and they're kind of always changing the menu too, which is fun. As soon as I sat down, I saw my friend Melina on the collage wall, which was awesome. So shout out to Melina. Love that picture, so cute. But I got I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a vegan fish sandwich and a side of mac and cheese. I normally get a side of the sweet potato fries, but on this day, the mac and cheese was just calling my name. And I really loved this sandwich. It has a vegan brioche bun with like cool crispy lettuce. It has pickled celery and tomato, and then like a really delicious crispy vegan fish right in the center. I got it with the sauce on the side because I wasn't sure if it was gonna be spicy. I think it said it was spicy, but it definitely wasn't. I think it was more of like I would describe it as a cross between a Thousand Island and a tartar sauce, and it was absolutely delicious on this sandwich. I loved how flaky the vegan fish was. It's by Good Catch, so you might be able to find it in your freezer section at the grocery store. We wanted to make sure we had lots of time before the movie so we could sit outside, have a drink, catch up. I haven't seen my friend Catherine in a while, so we wanted to talk for a little bit before the movie started, so that was really nice. And at the actual theater, we got some popcorn to share and red vines, both of which are vegan if you don't get the buttery top shopping, a lot of popcorn, like movie theater popcorn, is actually vegan friendly, which was great. And this was so cozy. It's like the perfect little movie snack combo, something sweet, something salty. And I love Downton Abbey. I think it's beautifully shot. I think it's just very cozy vibes, and I really enjoyed this. The movie definitely had a little bit of criticism because of the storyline. So if you've seen it, let me know what you think. I'm not going to give any spoiler alerts, but yeah, if you're a Downton Abbey fan, let me know what you think of the movie. And I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I eat in a day. If it gave you some good ideas, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone you know who might find it helpful, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye everyone.